Hi, I'm Marina, and my project was on an article called The Sources of Gender Role Attitudes Among Christian and Muslim Arab American Women. Introduction. The study in this article looks at how religion affects the opinions of Arab American women, a population whose members include both Christians and Muslims. The article was found on EBSCO-host from the Sociology of Religion journal. It is sociologically interesting since it examines the cultural stereotypes Arab American women face due to their religion and ethnicity, which influences their gender roles professionally and personally. I chose this article because I can relate to it since I am an Egyptian American Christian woman. This article relates to the culture and socialization and races and ethnicities modules. Background. Themes and keywords from this article: ethnicity, tradition, culture, religion, and gender roles. Theories. Religious Arab American women have more traditional values/gender roles than non-religious women. Women raised in non-religious Muslim families are more likely to work and have greater household decision-making power than women raised in religious families. Article contributions. They look at how social expectations and gender roles are influenced by cultural norms, traditional thinking, and religion teachings within the Arab American community. Research questions or hypotheses. Main research questions. What are the primary influences on Christian and Muslim Arab American women's gender roles? What significance do religious beliefs and practices have in the attitudes of Christian and Muslim Arab American women toward gender roles? How do cultural factors influence gender roles among Christian and Muslim Arab American women? Hypotheses. Because of differences in religion, teachings, and cultural customs, Christian Arab American women will have different gender role attitudes than Muslim Arab American women. Commitment to traditional gender roles will be positively connected with the level of religiosity among Christian and Muslim Arab American women. Exposure to American cultural values, and norms will be connected with more equal gender role attitudes among Arab American Christian and Muslim women. Methodology. This article took a quantitative approach. A survey done with a national sample of women with assumed Arab surnames was the method. Researchers gathered the sample randomly drawn from two lists. The first list contains names of Arab Americans and non-Arab supporters of the Arab American community. The second list is a cluster of U.S. voters with presumed Arab surnames. This research is a national Arab American women study that has the ability to examine intra-ethnic, interreligious differences in women's gender role beliefs. The limitations of the research. The ability to generalize findings. Since the research is based on surnames, the most assimilated women are likely underrepresented. The sample will likely be skewed in favor of education, which is known to have a liberating influence on women's gender views. Main findings. First main finding. Table 1 examines respondents' characteristics separately by Muslim 39.3% and Christian 54.1% affiliation. The data shows that both Muslim and Christian women sampled are fairly progressive in their gender role attitudes, with Muslims holding more traditional views than the Christians, mean scores of 11.37 and 10.63 respectively. Table 1 examines differences among respondents on key predictor variables. Muslim respondents are twice as likely to be foreign-born, Muslims with 69.5% and Christians with 36.2%. On the foreign-born, more are likely to be newer immigrants. 14.4% have resided in the U.S. for less than 15 years compared to 19.2% of Christian women. Muslim women are also more likely to have an Arab husband, 65.5%, compared to 38.4%, and to share most of all their organizational affiliations with other Arab members, 53.4% compared to the 29.9%. These differences in ethnicity are consistent with known patterns of Muslim and Christian immigration from the Middle East. Muslim and Christian respondents are diverse in their levels of religious involvement and strength of religious beliefs. Christian women have greater attendance in services and greater exposure to religious socialization in their lives compared to Muslims. Attendance rates among Christian women, 72.5%, attend service once or more a month. Attendance rates among Muslim women, 44.7%, reflects on Islamic restrictions on female attendance. Christian exposure, 77.5%, and then Muslim exposure was 65.6%. And this is table 1 that shows all these findings for the first findings. Second main findings. Table 2 examines the influences on women's degree of gender traditionalism. Model 1. Muslim women hold more traditional gender role attitudes than Christian women. Older women hold more traditional views on gender roles. Model 2. Those who are immigrants married to an Arab spouse and have most or all of their organizational connections with other Arabs are far more traditional in their gender role beliefs than those who do not have these ethnic ties. And Model 3, religiosity is linked to inequality views on gender, mostly for very religious women. And this is table 2 findings. Third main finding. Table 3. For both Christian and Muslim participants, ethnicity and religiosity are connected with unequal gender role attitudes. Gender equality is strongest among women who have had the most exposure to U.S. norms and values and have less allegiance to Arab ethnic and religious organizations. Conclusion. Again, the research question stated, what are the primary influences on Christian and Muslim Arab American women's gender roles? What significance do religious beliefs and practices have in the attitudes of Christian and Muslim Arab American women? Gender roles. How do cultural factors influence gender roles among Christian and Muslim Arab American women? Main findings. Number 1, Muslim participants are more gender traditional than non-Muslim individuals. According to this study, ethnic and religious differences are more relevant than religious affiliation. Number 2, Muslim participants are more likely to be immigrants to the United States, to have an Arab spouse, to be involved in ethnic organizations, and to believe in the validity of the Quran. And number 3, for Christian and Muslim participants, the effects of religiosity and ethnicity on gender traditionalism are more stable and follow comparable patterns. This could be because both Arabic traditions and Christian/Muslim doctrine offer similar positions for women. Why do we as sociologists care? The article, The Sources of Gender Role Attitudes Among Christian and Muslim Arab American Women, contributes to sociology by providing insight on the intersecting of gender, religion, and culture, as well as improving our understanding of the social dynamics and processes that influence gender role attitudes in Arab American communities. Its findings can help to shape educational debates, policy decisions, and efforts aimed at promoting fairness and social change. Future research. Author suggestions for research was additional research on America's emergent ethnic and religious populations such as Arab Americans and U.S. Muslims. And my improvements / suggestions for future research would be a greater spectrum of Arab American women from various Christian and Muslim denominations, ethnic backgrounds, economic levels, and generations would provide a more thorough insight of the population's gender role attitudes, and also examining the influence of gender role attitudes on Arab American women's employment experiences, such as career ambitions, professional choices, and work-life balance. This was my citation for my article. Thank you.